saying to the folks, we've got 3 groups of killer whales so far. We've got one group down by Anacortes, Washington, another group by the west side of San Juan Island coming up towards us, and the T-18s, which are big killer whales, down by Sydney. And the T-18s, I was telling everybody, are magnificent. They're 3 of the biggest males you've ever seen, and transient killer whales are now called bigs, but T-18 almost ate a dog off the beach the other day that was barking at him.
You're kidding.
And he's a big animal. So
all of the sea life stays in this area. It doesn't migrate anywhere, or
the humpbacks and some of the resident killer whales actually leave.
Okay.
But the so-called bigs killer whales, they stay in the area. They used to be called transient.
Okay.
But they stopped being transient when the sea lions, seals, and porpoise became abundant, which is their main diet. They also eat other whales, unlike the residents who just eat salmon. And the residents are suffering because the Americans have dammed up the Columbia and Snake rivers, and so the population of Chinook salmon in our area is dwindled and unable to be sustainable right now. And people, the government of Canada, people keep making different recommendations and changing laws affecting everything except the fish.
You're part of a conservation, a preservation of whales, or an organization?
Well, we're part of the Pacific Whale Watch Association. Pacific Whale Watch Association is American, Canadian companies, both sides of the border, all working together, and with a huge emphasis on responsible whale watching and resource management and conservation. One of our main functions out on the water is to guard the whales. We call that our sentinel role. Okay. And we alert other boaters so that they don't drive over top of them. We educate people on responsible whale watching, and we just look out for the animals, provide research and updates to the scientists, the Department of Fisheries, Vancouver Aquarium, UBC, and all of that is supported by your coming and taking a tour.
Fabulous.
On our Zodiac 733 Hurricane. It's a former Coast Guard rescue boat. The Coast Guard still uses the 733. Super safe boat. It's got redundant chambers, air-filled tubes. It's fast, it's nimble. It's basically a sports car, and it's a fun viewing platform on a nice day for seeing wildlife. So we'll be powering up here in a sec and we'll get the full effect. To operate these boats, when I was in the Coast Guard Auxiliary, they sent us on a riot school course, RHIOT, Rigid Hull Inflatable Operator Training, Banfield, British Columbia. You can look it up on YouTube. 7-day course, 18 hours a day, only in the winter, only in bad weather, and only 6 candidates for the week-long course. So they really put it to you, show you what the boats can do, give you a confidence level when you leave to go back to your... Loud and clear. Just doing a radio check with the other boat. And yeah.
So you remember, Andy, when you first had the idea?
Yeah.
You remember where you were?
Well, I just remember a period in my life where I wanted to stop working for other people, and I really enjoyed being out on the water with the Coast Guard Auxiliary as a rescue boat guy, and I thought, well, let's see if we can start our own business. So it just sort of blossomed from there.
Started with one of these craft, one of these boats?
Yes, that's right, yeah. We just started small. We just started doing harbor tours, boat rides, and towing, and that blossomed into now we do 2-boat operations all day, every day, and we're looking at a 3rd boat. Into the Gulf Islands, down the US, up the Sunshine Coast, we'll go all over. Alright guys, here we go. key whale off of some point in the San Juans. So that's just representative of the sightings network we have. We also use an app which is up on the phone there in our Whale Watch Association, and that information can be shared and is shared with researchers from the Centre for Whale Research, UBC, Vancouver Aquarium, and the Government of Canada.
Fabulous. So there's a real cooperation with different organizations.
Well, there's a lot of people pulling in different directions, but if people have the true spirit of what we're trying to accomplish out here in mind, then it's easier. But as you can imagine, there's lots of regulations and whatnot. Our purple flag there is an example of that. We're in the by the Government of Canada to watch whales and
Okay.
it's not for us, it's for the law enforcement, because law enforcement is somewhat challenged in their duties in enforcing stuff on the water, in that they're not out every day like us, so we have to have things that identify us.
Your relationship with the Coast Guard is a good one.
It is, yeah. We talk to Coast Guard all day, every day. Personally, we do rescues and assistance to other boaters and Coast Guard on the water all day. While we're out here, we're always monitoring Channel 16, and with 30 boats out on the water in a given day, we're often not far away if there's an emergency.
The business is starting to pick up. You're more and more bookings and so forth.
Yeah, with the restrictions being lifted in August, we're seeing more Canadians than we ever have.
Good.
And to the point where we're full to capacity, and if we open our borders to Americans and foreigners, international, then we're going to need more boats. It's exciting. It's exciting that we can just take care of our own business here within Canada and take our own local people out.
So people will do one of your
Here's an example. We got somebody in the water here.
in the water.
What's that? You fling into an overturned hull of a boat there.
Looks like, are they standing there or is it too deep? Potential rescue in the works. Sophie and I are standing by in case we're needed to help.
A little child.
Oh. Must be their business.
Pull it out.
Little accident there.
You know, lifeguards aren't even coming out here.
They don't want to ruin their hair?
It's a sailing class. These guys are good at doing this sort of thing, and they got the instructors right there.
Fish 4, honestly.
We just stand by just to make sure. Lifeguard tower's still asleep. Didn't even bust a move.
So this isn't Baywatch, is it?
It could be, it is for us. But the sailing instructors, I mean, as you can see, he's rewriting. It's a normal thing they get over. But you never know what can happen, so. That water drain out right there?
Yeah.
Just gonna pull up that drain so it doesn't get.
Hey, Pete, here. What's going on? You'll want to saw some whales from shore down by north of Isle now. Not Isle. We should get more info from shore.
That's our drain.
As we get closer
So
to
sometimes when it's open, the water can drain out. If you put the drain out, drain out. So we just close it.
Oh, okay. Sea life. Killer whales straight ahead. Killer whales! You ready?
humpback whales.
Killer whales!
Got whales everywhere. Humpback whales.
Killer whales everywhere! Okay, you can sit wherever you're comfortable. I can come around.
Okay, good. I was thinking to put my hair.
No, not too poopy.
Go ahead. Hey, I was just taking my time and coming
My
around
hair
road
was a
here in a
mess
sec.
too. I had to shake it all around and get it out of my eyes.
The corner here by the lighthouse. Are they on shore or are they off a little bit?
Serious stuff.
No, we're offshore.
That's very cool.
Pushing kind of towards Statue.
Yeah, we locked. We'll check it out.
Sounds good. Yeah, we're just taking the time.
I tried a clam the other day, crushed clam, and one of the crabbers gave it to me as bait, and he says it's really good, so we'll see if he's lying or not. So I do my push-ups. It's all in the beat, and a bit of the trap placement. A little bit farther out where the other boat is right now is the border. That's where all the crab traps are. Commercial crab fleet. Commercial fishing right now.
Hey, do you guys have another boat coming up? Because there's going to be coverage there in the next hour.
Really? Nope.
Snake eyes.
Snake eyes.
Next time.
Oh well. Back to the drawing board for the beat.
Hey, great. Which boat is that coming up?
sea lions. We love sea
Sea
lions.
lions are the star. They're more fun than the whales.
Fabulous.
They're great. We're gonna take you to a place where they play.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my
So,
Kind of neat to be here to see it, feel it, smell it, eat it.
White Rock Sea Tours does provide lunch. Catering here. What's this island called again?
Java Islets.
And here we are, the three of us, and four best friends, seven, on board the ship having lunch together.
Kelp.
It's kelp.
I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates, baby.
Thank you.
Oh, these people are looking ready for adventure.
Am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me. Yeah, wait. I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another reason to breathe this air. And that we made for ourselves. This won't be the last time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this.
Focuses on great tours, creating experiences for people on the open water.
Mission control, do you